Hey everyone, this is Payan. Welcome to OnDesign channel. In this video, we're going to cover 10 shortcuts in Figma that will boost your speed while designing. On number 10, we have duplicate. So what you can do is basically, if you're on a Mac, you hold Option and drag. If you're on a Windows machine, you hold Alt and drag. So you just select your object, you move it around just as you do, and then if you want to duplicate, you just hold Alt or Option on your keyboard, then click and drag anywhere you want to in order to duplicate it. And also, if you want to create another duplicate out of this one but have the same spacing, you just hit Control D or Command D, and it just duplicated next to it. On number 9, we have align to frame. If you want to align your object anywhere in your frame, left, top, bottom, or right, you can use this hotkeys in order to prevent using your mouse a lot. So what you can do is basically, if you're on a Mac, you're gonna after selecting your object, you're gonna hold Option, and if you're on a Windows machine, which I am right now, you need to hold Alt. So in order to align it to the left, you hold Option or Alt A. If in order to align it to the top, you hold Alt and then hit W. Right would be Alt D, bottom would be Alt S. And if you want to again align it to the center, for vertical alignment you would hit Alt V, and for the horizontal alignment you would hit Alt H. And that's how you align one object to the frame. On number 8, we have vertical center alignment. So let's say you have a group of objects and you want to align them to the center line here. What you can do is basically you select all of them, and then if you're on a Mac, you would hit Option V, and if you're on a Windows machine, you would hit Alt V. So I'm going to select all of them and hit Alt V, and as you can see, they're all aligned to the vertical center. On number 7, we have horizontal center alignment. So similar to the previous one, if you want to align your object to the horizontal center, what you do is basically select all of the objects that are on your frame, and then for the selection, after you have selected all of the objects, you would hit, if you're on a Mac again, you hold Option. On Windows, you hold Alt. You hold Alt and hit H, and as you can see, we have successfully aligned it to horizontal center. On number 6, we have space between, which this one is gonna be our horizontal space between. So if you want to spread the space and basically divide it equally between the objects. So what you do is basically select all the objects. If you're on a Mac, you hold Option, Control, and H. And if you're on a Windows machine, like I am, you would hold Alt, Shift, and hit H. So I'm going to select all of them, hold Alt, Shift, H, and as you can see, these objects have been separated with equal spacing. On number 5, we have a similar space between, but it's going to be for vertical one. And then what you can do, again, we would hold the same hotkeys that I mentioned in the previous hotkey that I showed you, but here you're gonna hit V instead of H, where V stands for vertical, obviously. And then again, you select all of your object, and if you want to divide the spacing equally between the objects, you just hold Alt, Shift, and hit V, and as you can see, the space is divided equally between these 3 objects. On number 4, we have copy as PNG. If you want to copy an object or anything in Figma as PNG, normally you would select that object, right click, and then find copy paste as, and then you can copy as PNG. But the shortcut for that, which is going to help you design faster, is going to be holding Command Shift and hitting C on your MacBook. And on Windows, you just basically select the object, hold Control, Shift, and hit C. And as you can see, I have basically copied this one. There's a message gonna be right here that says copied as PNG. And then if I want to paste it, I just hit Control V, and as you can see, this is an image, this is not an object. So I basically copied that object as PNG. On number 3, we have group as frame. So as you know, on any design tool such as Photoshop, Illustrator, Figma, Adobe XD, if you want to group objects, you select them and hit Command or Control G in order to create a group out of them. But like I'm gonna do here, as you can see. But if I want to create a frame out of objects directly, I need to use another shortcut, or alternatively I can use Control G to create a group. Then I'm gonna come over here on the right panel and hit this drop down and basically convert it to a frame, as you can see. But for a faster process, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna directly convert this to a frame. In order to do that, I'm gonna select all my objects, and if you're on a Mac machine, you're gonna hold Command Option and hit G, and if you're on a Windows machine, you're gonna hold Control Alt and G, and voila, we have created a frame out of these 4 objects. On number 2, we have Apply Image hotkey. In order to apply an image to an object or anything on Figma, you would basically just select your object, have your image copied. So if you're on a web, you can basically right click on any image and tap copy, copy image. And if you're on a Figma, if you want to copy an image and apply it to this one, you would just, again, in one of the tips that I mentioned in this video earlier, you're gonna hit Control Shift C. And if you want to apply that image, you would just select your object. The normal way that usually is done is basically you just select that object, go here into fill, and then you choose the image type here, and then you can basically hit this choose image here, and then find the saved image from your local disk. But if you want to do it faster, what you do is basically select your object. Let me hit Control Z a couple of times. So you would select your object, have your image copied on your clipboard, and then just hit Control V. And as you can see, the image is applied. Alternatively, on Mac, you can hit Command V. On number 1, we have basically a hotkey, but again, a shortcut that you can resize your section. The section was introduced months back by Figma, and it's a way to basically organize your stuff and have them. It's a parent to the frame, so you can basically fit frames here. We can fit groups and objects too, but usually it's used for frames. In order to resize this and basically fit the around your frames, what you would do is just select your section here. By the way, the hotkey for section is going to be Shift S. If you want to create any section, you would hit Shift S and then drag anywhere just to create another section. But that's not the shortcut here. The shortcut to resize this section to our frame, we would basically just select resize to select the section. This is the name of it. You can rename it easily, and then you would just double tap on the edge of the section. So for the vertical one, I'm just gonna hit this one, double click like so, and if you want to fit the space here, shrink this and fit it to these frames with good spacing. As you can see, the spacing is 100 pixels, which is okay. And then I'm just gonna hit actually double click on the edge here again, and as you can see, it basically fits to the these frames. And let me select all of these, and as you can see again, the spacing between top and bottom and left and right is 100 pixel, which is a good one. Thank you everyone, thank you for watching. Leave a like, please let me know what you think on the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel would be very nice, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.